Hello and welcome to ArcheryYoga with me, Patrick Huston OLY. In these videos I want to share with you the things I've learned through my athletic career and that I use myself to keep my body in tip-top condition. These videos are designed for anybody of any age, and I stress that because our elderly people have been left in a terrible position, locked up in their houses. So I would like to use these videos as lightweight exercises for anybody to mobilize their body and feel a little bit more at ease within themselves. These videos are very lightweight exercises. I'd advise you watch them through and then, like I am now, get out in nature, even if it's your back garden, get your shoes off and get your feet on the ground and go through these movements. The first thing I'm going to take you through is your head position. And this is an interesting concept that I'd like you to try. Put your hand, a finger, a few fingers, whatever, on the top of your head. Simply the crown of your head, as much as you can, the geometrical center of your head. And I want you to rotate your head lightly, just with a light pressure downwards. I don't want you to press hard, and I don't want you to push past anywhere with any pain. But what this exercise does is it just gives you a sensation of where your head is on its axis. Our neck and our spine run up through the center of our body, and many people have restricted neck mobility because of a forward head posture like this. We want to be getting past the forward head posture, and I'll show you loads of exercises to help you do that easily and without causing too much stress to your body. So, fingers on the top of the head, and we just rotate round to the sides. I'll just do a short repetition of each exercise because these things are likely to change the tissue fabric of your body, the fascia within your body, and that takes quite a bit of repair. So each exercise we do is going to be really small and really short. The next thing we're going to have a look at is our hands. Our hands tend to be very still compared to what they're capable of functioning as. So first off, I want you to just stretch your fingers out. Now when you stretch your hands out, you can spend as much time as you like doing this, but be careful, I don't want your hands to ache. Imagine anywhere it's restricted, anywhere there's tension, anywhere you can't move them. Imagine moving into that space, imagine it opening up. And then you can move the fingers around under that tension and find different, you can see the tension inside my hands. These are calluses from my shooting. Okay, the next thing we're going to do with our hands is imagine you're shaking hands with someone. We're going to go up and down just in that plane, as if we're shaking hands with someone. So we're just mobilizing our wrists like this. This is something I do quite a lot of, so now we'll go inside. As you might expect in archery, there's a lot of force in your hands, but this is just as applicable to anybody. It can help with RSI, tennis elbow, golf elbow, carpal tunnel syndrome. And now, rotation. I also do these exercises sometimes by flicking my hands, but let's not go too far if you think it might be a bit stiff, because you can feel just from doing these movements how stiff your hands actually are. You may be able to feel some tension inside your forearm as the muscles build up with blood. That's all good and natural. I recommend you have a good drink afterwards to help hydrate your body for these changes. So now we're just going to raise our arms out to the sides, and whilst we do that, pay attention to where your chest is, where your posture is, where is limited in the range of motion. If you're just coming up above your head this direction, absolutely fine. Tension down the front of your body can keep your arms there, but I just want you to raise your arms as best you can up to the sky above your head, and then back down. We're going to be doing a lot of breath work in ArcheryYoga. So if you want to start that now, we're breathing through the nose, always through the nose. Light, slow and deep. I would breathe in as I raise my arms. Just doing these light exercises can be strenuous for some people, particularly if you sat at a desk, sat watching TV and your arms are forward like this. Just starting to open up that tissue into these planes can really be quite freeing. You might find it tight. Breathe into the tension. The breath, particularly in archery but also in life, is a very powerful force. So if we use that internal, our diaphragm, where we're breathing around our ribs and our belly, it expands and pressurizes and tenses your entire body, changes the tension within your entire body. So when you have tension, make sure to breathe. So the next thing we're going to do is just to raise our arms out in front of us. When you do this, you might find you have tension in your neck. Just pay attention to where that is, don't judge it, but breathe and try to keep that as relaxed as you can. Forward head posture gets corrected by pulling the chin back, so let's try to not let the head sink too far forward as we do it. But I want you to reach forward slightly with your hands on a move that is called protraction, pushing forward of the shoulder blades. Just want you to reach your fingertips forward and open up your back. And then on the retraction, we breathe out and pull backwards with the scapula. Retraction with the scapula. Shoulder blade. Scapula, shoulder blades, sorry, archery is fairly technical. Very good. So those are some really lightweight exercises to start off the sessions of archery yoga. These sessions will slowly get more progressive, but I don't want people to push themselves too hard at the start, particularly if you're a little bit more frail, a little bit more elderly. Make sure to have a good drink and to have some food shortly afterwards. Keep your body full of energy, full of vitality. I recommend you watch these exercises through and then give them a go. And remember, you can do as much as you want, but be careful of any stiffness. You can have some aches and pains afterwards, but this is all good. Make sure to hydrate. Thanks, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you again.